I stayed at the Grand Hotel London in Varna, Bulgaria for a few days. I definitely enjoyed my stay here, but I have to admit that at first I was underwhelmed because of the condition of the room. But it ended up growing on me. As you can see, it's in this beautiful ornate building that they've painted an interesting shade of yellow, but it's got all these ornate finishes. That's their parklet, which didn't seem to get much use. Beautiful entrance. They say they have 5 stars, but they don't have all the amenities for a 5-star hotel. For example, they don't have a pool. But you walk in and it's this grand entrance area. They've got statues and paintings, and they've even got this stained glass thing going here with the crown there. So yeah, they're going for the elegant, aristocratic, old world charm, but because of the condition, it's kind of worn. It ends up giving you kind of like grandparents' house vibe. It's not really shabby chic. It's more just shabby. I wouldn't call it shabby dumpy, but just kind of shabby. They need to fix it up a little bit. So I was on the first floor. And what is the deal with this hallway? They only have the recessed lighting above, and the wall lights weren't working, or they didn't turn. I didn't get that. I think they just weren't working. So the second best thing about this room was the size. This room was huge. I would say, I don't know, maybe 350 square feet. You walk in and there's the sitting area with 2 big comfortable chairs, and there's the double bed, which was not super comfortable, but it wasn't uncomfortable. And then there's that dresser there in the background with a nice big mirror. The pillows were comfortable, but the bed could have been a little bit more comfortable than it was. So the very coolest thing about this room was this Evita style balcony. And let me tell you, I worked this thing. I was out there. I was Don't Cry For Me Argentina. I was Madonna singing. I was Mussolini trying to crush the opposition. I was whatever you do out there on that balcony, I was working it. I love that thing. That balcony was so cool. That was by far the best feature. Nice view out there of the trees and another classical style building. There was also this other window on this whole other side of the room, and I like fresh air, so I typically left the window ajar along with the balcony door so I could get some circulation. There was plenty of storage space. This armoire, it didn't lock because there's a key hole there, but there was no key. I figured out how to use a safe, so I was really proud of myself. The bathroom was not huge, but it was a nice big size, and it's obviously been refurbished. It's not from the 1920s or anything, but it was just still outdated. And the shower pressure was good, the temperature was good, but it had this half screen thing, which ended up meaning that there was water, on the floor from the shower head, which I didn't really like that. There was a smaller TV. European hotels typically have those small TVs. Snacks, ashtray, ugh. Juice, booze, wine, beer, water. Everything you would need for a good time. A little vase in the background there. It also had a coffee maker, but as you'll see later, that didn't end up being very helpful. Yeah, the condition of the room, scratches, scratches on the table, on the dresser, patches, scratches on the upholstery. It just really gives, the vibe that this stuff has been here for 30 years and they haven't fixed it up. The towel rack in here was loose. So, yeah, I think it could use a nice, if not a total refurbishing, at least fixing it up some. Also, this light here kept on going on and off until I figured that you had to turn it all the way up. So Yeah, it just gave off these grandmother vibes. I mean, not chic, more outdated. The price of the Oh yeah, there you go. There's the coffee maker. The plug didn't. I mean, the cord didn't reach all the way to the plug. This is the breakfast area, and this particular day it was totally empty. I guess some other people didn't quite like the style or the shape of the hotel either. Breakfast was tasty. It was quite good. I've seen a lot more variety and choice from breakfast buffets, but it was good. This is their downstairs bar area. I paid $93.50 per night through Expedia, and breakfast was included, so that was reasonable. Maybe a little overpriced. I enjoyed my stay, but it did take me a little time to get used to it. I recommend this place though, as long as you don't pay too much.